Look, it's called hentai, and it's an art.
What? What? Excuse me? You want to run that shit by me again, Kyo?
Well, that's what got Voss got caught with hentai, and it's an art. That's from The Office. Before anyone thinks I think that, that's a quote from The Office. With when the guy got busted by Stephen Carroll. Do you've seen the meme, haven't you?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
And he's like, do you know what this is? He's like, it's called hentai, and it's an art. Oh shit. Crap. I put my own private temporarily. Ah!
Do you see what the fuck you just did? Would you look at that? Score! The drones of Syria.
That's drones.
But when you hurt their people,
Then you make
I
it
need ordnance,
personal.
Kyo, right now.
Well, there's many, 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 many other forms of avenue.
So, Kyo, what do you gotta say? What do you gotta say about my title and the
Well, in your title, I can't see because I'm paying attention to my title and my things. And just so you know, YouTube originally censored the word hentai.
I can see the word.
No, I had to. I had to put a star in the middle.
Oh.
I am going to suck because I haven't played Elden Ring, God knows for how long.
So you
You died.
that got quantum destroyed for your own private gain. How could you?
Well, for your own private game, why do we listen to several torturings of many people we know?
The torturings? What about the hunkening? You remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
I still can't get over that. I will
What?
still never get over that. From what I'm understanding, Vosh, why?
He got
Like,
caught. Okay, okay. From what I understand, and mind you, I'm not going to pull tipster and defend Boss or anything. I'm just put up a few arguments here or there. Okay, fuck you. I mean, I like tipster and all, but and all this stuff, but I am not getting involved in cannibalism. I do not pretend. I am not getting eaten alive by another person. Okay, do you know what lolicon is?
to an extent,
To
like,
an
I mean,
extent.
from the stuff we never have I actually seen it, and I don't plan to.
Please, God, don't. If someone ever sends you six digits, you're more than likely going to be sent somewhere that you'll be scarred for life.
Are we talking some dark web level shit?
No, you'll probably be sent to a lolicon site.
What do you mean, jail?
No, you'll be seeing that art. That's all over the thing. So basically, he got um parts.
I'm already feeling like I'm gonna have to just smack you right there for your sentence.
He got caught with bestiality, practically.
Vosh.
Yeah. And he's one of those guys who said CP is okay. I believe that was his argument
No,
one
no,
time.
no, no. It's okay. This is weird. I heard this coming from either from Tipster and Review Tag. That I guess Vosh made a terrible analogy, Because actually, when I went back and I heard, because I heard about that when the quantum drama first hit, but I didn't like because the way it was explained,
It's weird.
Voss just explained it poorly. But I guess I get what he was saying. It's like, okay, all child exploitation shouldn't be segregated. It should all be viewed the same.
Yeah, but if you listen to
His way was. I heard how the way he said it. It was bad.
it was bad. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just saying it was bad. It was bad, everyone. Bad wash.
There
Bad.
ain't no way to defend that. But if everyone was able to understand that he wasn't advocating for that.
No, not exactly. Ooh.
But I'm starting to understand that he is a grifter.
You just realized that one?
Not
Hey,
Tip,
Retro.
Bosch. Oh, listen to this. Retro, I'm sorry, man, but somebody has implored the Baker Act against you. You need to be careful.
John! Okay, for one, explain what the Baker Act is. Oh, you can get quiet. Fine, I'll read what the Baker Act is. Because Kyo's good at that kind of thing, retroactively. Thank God I had this pulled up as a tab for later. Okay, everyone. This is what, according to HGorg, leadinglawyers.com, using the Baker Act to detain someone who is mentally unstable. Under Florida law, the Baker Act has limitations that depend on an exam of the person to determine the health and well-being of the person's mental state and how he or she could become a danger to others. The Act can provide means to hold a person involuntarily, which means against their will, for a time based on the possibility that he or she has a mental impairment that could cause danger to others. The possibility of harming others, which is this. The Act works to detain a person in a facility if there's a possibility that he or she is a danger to others with some connection to a mental disorder, condition, or illness. While this Act does have limitations, the facility can administer examination, determine how the person currently is, the mental state of the person can lead to a 72-hour hold, which requires confinement, treatment, or facility watching him or her. Unfortunately, once this period is over, there are only certain things the authorities can do, and if there is no crime committed, which means they can hold you for 72 hours against your will. That's about it. That's it in a nutshell. I don't know. John probably yanking your chain.
I found a video from a channel that I've been hearing about, which I've seen a couple videos. I should sub to this guy, called Diesel Patches, and it's about the Voss. He's giving a quick, 5-minute catching people up to date with the Voss situation. Because I only learned it from the tipster video you sent me.
Yeah, there's women people covering it like.
Commentator named Voss, and he accidentally exposed his no-no stash to the world. Now, most people know that streaming on the same computer where you keep your wank material is downright stupid, and unfortunately for Voss, he paid the price for having one working brain cell.
Did that file just say horsecock? Did that file?
Yes, it did.
Am I reading this file correctly? Voss's file said stick. Explain this shit to me.
He had images of horses, giants, gens.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm serious. Would you like me to...
This, hold up.
Streamers have accidentally leaked their jerk-off material before, so what makes the situation extra juicy? Well, this leak hidden stash has revealed to us that he's into lolly girls that are supposed to look like goblins.
What? 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 I heard that correctly, right?
This is why John's reactions are always classic.
What? God. It green's God. I said the fucking quote backwards. On God's green earth.
Go on, continue watching. It's more traumatizing the more you know.
Fuck you. I'm gonna hit play. Okay.
Look, I'm riding a horse, everyone.
Excuse me. Throbbing horse pee-pee. Did you really just say Vosh had throbbing horse pee-pee?
Yeah.
Vosh jokes around about liking horse pee-pee, so maybe this one's more of a joke, but unless he puts it with his wank material, he might actually genuinely like pony schlong. I just noticed that his taxes are in the same folder as his lolly jerk-off material.
He's in your tax folder is next to the fucking whack folder.
I think he disembowels that kind of content, yet you consume it. This is why you stay away from hentai, everyone. It's not healthy.
I just...
Rightfully so, everybody's been playing a fucking freak since, so he decided to respond to the hate. And boy, is it shit.
Anyway, one of the images just flatly didn't look like Lolly. I don't give a shit. Like coke, diamond, I just don't care. Like disingenuous shit, you know? The other one is like two chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn. But you know how they're all like
Goblins? Goblins? Like fucking goblins, bro? Goblins?
short stacks, right? That was the
Would you like me to contaminate your computer?
Has super thick legs.
If you guys haven't
I'm
seen
gonna
the image
contaminate
yet,
my
I'll put it
foot
up
in
on
your
post
ass.
today without any censorship, but you should be warned. This isn't for the faint of heart. Alright, here it is. I mean, you can damage control all you want, but that's definitely a child. Here's another photo from Vosh's stash, and just you can already tell this is a holy. Vosh claims that humans just to have the proportions of a grown adult, but I'm looking at this photo now. If besides this shit giving me 18 tumors in both of my eyeballs, I can confidently say that this is not a grown adult. This is the body and face of a child.
Diesel
Now,
Patch, hold up.
thankfully,
Diesel Patches is using Battlefront 2 footage, and he's going on a kill streak. I'm giving you a subscription, sir.
Is he showing the photo?
He's learned his lesson that you should always
Yes!
ask a lolly for an ID before the waking begins.
You look at it in retrospect, and it's like, okay, well now with the broader context, I kind of think about it that way. Even if at first glance the bottom would be more thick, short stack.
You shouldn't just assume that the lolly has a goblin-like build. I mean, dude, if you were initially attracted to the pictures that were exposed, what does that say about you? You needed multiple people to tell you that you're wanking to lollies before you realized you were wanking to a lolly. Either way, this shit doesn't make you look good.
Come on, guys. She could be a 3,000-year-old vampire lord.
There's no fucking way you thought this was a grown-ass woman. Despite the obvious bullshit, Vosh has somehow convinced a handful of his viewers that this is all just some big misunderstanding. Some of his fans are under the impression that he's just getting canceled by alt-right haters who want to ruin his career for no good reason. Yeah, if you're a Vosh fan and you're watching this video right now, I just have this to say. Guys, you're getting your political takes from someone who jerks off to goblin children. It's over. You've lost.
Goblin children!
Goblins? Did someone say goblins? Goblin Slayer! That was a bad take, but I kind of had to. Go watch Goblin Slayer, everyone. It's a great anime. And there are no.
I swear, if I have a child one day, just because of this, I'm gonna show them Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much you try to stick it to mean old conservatives, at the end of the day, you're still the guy who watches a goblin diddler. Your argument is forever invalid until you drop this freak. What's really disappointing about this situation is that Vosh has absolutely zero taste. Out of all the fantasy races you could have chosen, you ended up picking Goblin, the smelly, slimy, wrinkly Goblin. Arguably the ugliest race in all fandom. At least the furry community would have backed you up if you winked at Khajiits. Elves are also a pretty basic choice too, but Zelda is socially acceptable now. You wouldn't have much of an issue with that. Fucking goblins. Like, when you start up RuneScape, do you just bust a fat nut every time you make your way out of Lumbridge? Do you allude to the regeneral Burntide?
Are your eyes look scarred, John?
Girls don't even look like goblins.
God
I
almighty.
guess this was supposed to make the situation look less sus, because at least it's not a human 2D child. But let's pretend these lollies in the picture are real goblins. It's still fucking gross.
I'm just, and that is, by my understanding, that's just a portion of it. Kyo, you better fucking explain this. You better explain yourself.
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. Did you see Chris the Narc? Oh my god, he's gone off on him.
On Bosch?
Mm-hmm.
I should know. After I finish decorating my house a little bit. Okay, good. There we go. Let's see. And I dropped the fucking speaker. Alright, Chris.
And the guy made me drop off my horse.
Here, what is it? Is it this one? Bosch is trying to deflect and Keffel's tipster backtrack?
Oh, God.
Yep, this is it.
I didn't notice. I gave you plenty of shit for that too. I'm not a big fan of the art. I think I'm not demonstrating a tendency to this character. So leaving that as at least the character design this like that as okay, again, it's possible people say like like that. Would you say people was that? What about the video? And look, there's some really good ways to that's something crass.
Whoa.
Feeling video. And there's actually a very clear explanation why Travis Hunter is back and like it's generally is extremely
You have died.
Chris looks like he's finna explode.
He does.
Yes, you coming to calm me down because heard that. Yeah, is that what's happening?
We all love Chris the Narc.
You're a size queen, so you're okay with something that looks like a child getting moved by a big dick. This doesn't help you. This makes it worse, in my opinion. This makes it 50 times worse. Your lack of understanding as to why people do this is shocking to me. Just
Never.
You're so dramatic, you ended with a fucking dog getting a fucking drunk!
Location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Brought to Vosh and then Keffels and Tipster, their responses to Vosh coming out with this information. Now, I've seen clips of this video. I've watched this video. I've triple watched it just because I sat down and I really want to understand what Vosh was getting at here. So, let's get through it.
See, everyone, this is why you stay away from hentai. It corrupts your soul. And you shall forever remain maidenless. Who wants the new Elden Ring package to come out? Later this year.
I still have to get back into that game. Okay, back to our good old buddy Chris.
So, this is a video I probably should have made a long time ago. There are two main reasons why I haven't. For one, everything we're about to talk about has been discussed over and over and over again on this channel, in live streams and in videos. Some of it has been discussed to death. Over-engagement with the topic has caused it to have a disproportionate influence both on my community and on the way people outside of my community.
Disproportionate!
I've been hesitant to make this video is because experience has taught me that generally speaking, if I know it's brain dead, but I'm gonna give Bosch what he wants. Hate you or distrust you or whatever else. It's pretty difficult to convince them otherwise. Sometimes, if you're unpopular enough, even if you've got a good point to make, just the attempt to change people's minds can come across as kind of self-incriminating. You actually ground them further in the positions they already have. You know, it's...
Dude, why are you trying to explain to me trying to change people's minds when you made shitty debate points?
Will we be considered transphobic?
You shouldn't be as outraged about CP like you should be outraged.
Wait, why?
About,
just because of the way we talk, we don't use pronouns and that shit.
You can't be mad at the other. If you're mad at one thing, you have to be mad at the other thing, bro.
Nah, it's fine.
One of those deals where the people who need to hear it won't listen, and the people who will listen don't need to hear it again. Let's get right
and if you look like a dude, you're a dude. If you look like a woman, you're a woman.
Plain and simple.
Broader community drama.
Shit we learn in grade school.
Now, this in and of itself isn't actually that noteworthy. With
Bosch, you have it on 1.5. You won't get the context. Speeding up the videos, bad faith. Yeah, that's the criticism I'm gonna get. Bosch, are you gonna bring up the lollipop folder in the beginning as to why people are calling you a potential pedo? You're gonna bring up, dribble on about all of your old debate points, where no matter what you say, I still think it's crazy that you even had these debate points in the first place, even with the context.
The political climate being what it is, folks are being accused of being pedophiles on Twitter left and right. It's pretty common. But some people have told me this.
Well, he does make one small point. A lot of people get caused with pedophilia for just almost thrown around a lot.
Why would they call me a pedo?
It does get thrown around quite a lot. Some with good reason and some with not. I jump to conclusions.
I know he brings it up an hour and 20 minutes in. It's just really funny. Word salad that he is expounding, trying to show the context of these videos, which Ethan did do. He did fuck up on the Mr. Girl one, I will say that. But regardless, it's just crazy that he's like, well, these screenshots are bad. All the things I said were bad. Everything's bad that I said. But I want to give Bosch benefit of the doubt here. Much like Tipster, but no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's not controversial, but I do a bad
How did we have a stream with both of them on there before their blood feud started?
It's more a matter of charity. You know, I have to go.
I don't know.
You know, what was I thinking? Was I saying, is this clip like so dishonestly cut that no reasonable person would have seen?
Dude, a reasonable person seeing the context, myself, did things you're insane, and interpreted it in the way that I have this entire time.
Or was I saying really stupid shit?
Well, you saw the photos, John. Is he insane?
And past that point, it's up to other people to either believe my charitable explanations or believe significant.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
In addition to some of the legitimately really stupid shit I've said, I'll also cover some of the more bullshit accusations because I don't know, they're transparently bullshit. A lot of them. I feel like you have to already dislike me to read anything from them. You know, mush. You're already.
He sounds like he's trying to. Chris sounds like he's trying to console himself.
Not even knowing who you are, saw the lollipop folder, said, "Holy shit, that guy's crazy." And then on top of that, the clips of you saying shit that is like justifying CP and a debate tactic, even though you say that you don't justify CP whatsoever. So, you're already undercutting me. Well, you already dislike me. That's why you hate these clips of me. No, there are a bunch of normal people. Willie Max Show's video is pretty normie based to me here. Willie Max Show's
Normie!
270K views. There's no way the
Normie.
majority of that audience coming from Willie Max Show are people that genuinely hate. There's probably a chunk of them, but not the majority. And Willie didn't know anything about you until this video came out. And Willie is the normiest of content creators of all time. And I say that as a compliment to Willie. That he's so fucking normie that he saw the shit just like a normal person would and be like, this dude's a freak. Not because he hates you, Because the things
Freaking
you
link!
said and had on your computer are disgusting.
A lot of it is that, so I need to sort of point that out too. So as far as I can see, there are 4 groups of people that I'm addressing here, more or less. The first group is my core audience, the people who have seen me address this and provide context for this and deal with this bullshit a million times for a lot. The second group of people is people who just fucking.
This is the thing, your audience, that's a problem. All the Bosch cells that defend you, they don't have an open mind to the situation at hand. Those are going to say, well, you guys aren't paying attention to the context. Okay, then why do you all keep dodging when we bring up the fact that he has saved Lolicon on his computer? Why do you keep dodging that? Is that not context as to why people are bad? Come on, Bosch fans. Come on, Bosch subreddit. Explain that one to me.
The third group is the massive, disaffected, disengaged, entertainment-hungry throttle who, because they think it's fun to watch people squirm. I see.
Hi, Ronald Vulture here. It's not really necessarily a squirm. It's more or less you got caught with Lolicon on your computer taking horse, and then when you got caught trying to compare it to a short stack goblin porn, and then saying, "Oh well, I found out later that it was Lolicon." Dude, are you blind? It looks like a child. Always looked like a child. And you saved that onto your computer.
Absolute worst of it, the monstrously stupid argument that I made way back when I first started streaming that has since haunted me and irreparably harmed my reputation.
Then he goes to blame the anime community, which, you know...
Like, really? He goes that far?
Yeah. But the anime community does make the argument, it's a 6,000-year-old dragon!
Damaging. Horrible.
After I started streaming, so a significant portion of my career as a live streamer.
So here's my response to the Bosch thing, right? He goes, well, this is back in the day when I first started streaming, and totally, you know, I thought that was the best way to get my debate points across. Bosch, I started streaming almost 2 years now. 2 years. Thank you, guys.
Has it really already been 2 years since Chris started? Damn.
We are growing at such a massive rate. I can't thank you guys enough.
Well, at least don't have to worry about egg on my face.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah, that too.
But I started
Or are you a bagpipe?
I never in my life, even before she would ever say something like that to win an argument. Because that's insane. How do you even think that that was a good idea to even bring up? That's not a normal thing to bring up in the first place, ever. Even in the context of a debate. So what the fuck are you talking about? What?
It's been providing context for the clip over and over to many people and many audiences. I've expressed it so many times that it's turned into like a kind of running joke in my community.
Chris, are you scared of being called transphobic? Dude, I've been called transphobic so many times, and I have nothing but love for trans people. I genuinely dislike it. That does not make me transphobic.
Like a rate that I'm cursed to keep walking into over and over and hits me in the head. I often see people outside of my community, people who've seen this clip, but not seen me interact. The idea that any context that I or anyone else could provide could possibly explain away something that sounds that bad. When they see me or my fans say that this or any other clip has been taken out of context, it comes across to them as an effort to shoo away legitimate suspicion. You know, chastising.
Shoo away legitimacy.
Like, you see a clip that looks bad.
Boss, I just picture you twiddling your mustache as you're talking like this.
Or before you can have an opinion on that. I have seen people weaponize calls for context in that way, so I don't fault others for being like kind of suspicious of that or not taking it very seriously. Some people are just going to tune out right there. Now, don't get me wrong, the clip is bad. It's rhetorically bad. It's logically bad. It's obviously optically bad.
That's good that you're saying that this is bad. I get it, but you're still an idiot for doing it.
And the broader argument it's pulled from are bad in all of those ways too. But as for what the clip and the argument that it's pulled from say about me, I would like to make the case, if I may, that it does include me, but not as well. Rather, as a fucking idiot, debate bro, brain poison, jackass, because I took a perfectly fine argument. I think that, you know, when I explained it, the argument itself makes perfect sense at least.
No, never will. You can keep trying to say, oh, well, you know, the argument itself, it'll make perfect sense when I explain it more in depth. No, we know the argument. We know what you were trying to get across, and it still doesn't make sense. Stop it.
I ruined it.
Stop it! Stop it! I just picture Chris smacking a dog as he's saying that.
Than I am now, if you can believe it. Over the background of my mediocre dead cells.
Oh, yeah.
Argument in the chat on the subject.
Like, bad dog.
And
Bad.
increasingly heated. Just in case anyone watching doesn't know, any
Bad wash. Bad.
American companies on American store shelves are produced through supply chains that take advantage of what we could consider unethical business practices. You know, like bad workers' rights stuff. Often this takes the form of sweatshop labor, a practice near ubiquitous, for example.
But American companies profit from even worse abuses. The mining of cobalt and the harvesting of chocolate and palm oil. Those are three practices that are especially notorious for their use of child labor, frequently child slavery, frankly. In practice, often just child slavery. American companies profit enormously from this because abusive work conditions, it keeps the cost of harvesting materials for acquiring raw product relatively low. And
What does this have to do with anything, Vosh?
Built into the fabric of our economy. Oh, it's okay.
He's trying to come across as an intellectual.
No, the argument. I understand that you're doing this so that you can brace the normies for why you're being slandered this way. Dude, you made these statements. You did these things. Then you got found out that you have lollipop on your computer. That's why. You wanted to construct an argument that would effectively
the problem.
That is not your addiction. Complete retard. And this whole video, for an hour and 25 minutes, is him just saying, I'm an idiot in this clip, 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 I'm a dipshit in this clip, I'm a retard in this clip, I'm a dumbass in this clip. Every single one of these clips are just him owning up to the fact that he is an idiot. That's it. There's not much more in this entire situation, especially when it comes to watching the video that is of relevance to why people are mad. I'm going to skip ahead to the tax vote. It's insane to me that it took him an hour and 9 minutes to actually get to the genuine situation at hand as to why people are mad. It's shocking.
We finally arrive at this most recent drama, the incident of the fire under Drama YouTube, and it's finally the only thing I've done in the past 4 years that actually looks bad. It's pretty fucking embarrassing, to say the least. So there I was. This
my character just got killed.
The new window, and accidentally instead clicked the Save As tab, frankly, to drop down menu. Now, because my as has been extensively.
So, John, how's your brain doing?
My preferred strategy.
What?
My desktop link.
I love that.
You're so quiet while watching this. Are you just that mesmerized?
I'm baffled.
It's just me being an idiot, guys. It's just me being an idiot, Chad. You know.
Do you understand that? I'm
Mm.
baffled.
How so? I love the curiosity.
Motherfucker, do you want me to turn into a goofy goober?
No, that's not the main issue as to why.
Are you gonna go?
It's the sheer
Just
fact
devolve on me?
Devolve?
in your folder.
There wasn't even an evolution.
I happen to download this. This is an insane thing to have as a live streamer, but there you go. It's me. So I hit save as, and a half second later, a preview window of the folder and its contents popped up on screen. And now, of course, that folder had porn in it. So I immediately ended the stream and deleted the file.
Lolicon porn, horse cock porn, horse porn. Stop pretending like it wasn't what it is.
If it weren't just embarrassing to make a mistake like that, largest political live streamers. But it's TOS, you gotta delete them. So I stream with no delay, and folks are always screen capturing the feeds. So what we sorted for in the preview window were irrevocably public knowledge. But to be honest, that didn't really bother me too much. It was embarrassing, sure, but mostly because it made me look like a careless idiot, not because I was ashamed of the furry demon monster GF big dick porn stuff.
Shock, to furry demon monster GF big dick horse cock. That's shocking.
All this, and I just picked up a brick of cocaine.
I rambled about liking all that stuff on screen before, not secret, and I thought, maybe
You're a degenerate furry.
Well, should you tell everyone what you're gonna fund me to torture me with? On a good side note.
What do you mean torture?
You're gonna make me play a whole bunch of, because that's what the content's gonna be coming out of your channel for the next few months. Once that game drops in March.
Battlefront. Yeah, your soul has been signed.
Of course.
Yeah, you and Soma signed it against my will.
You think they were just there to cause trouble. That shows how little you don't understand what the fuck is this video. Nobody was lying. The character looks exactly like a child. You saved a VTuber lolly hentai art.
Oh, hold on, I got a message I gotta answer.
And you saved him there. You didn't look at it and go, that's a fucking kid. That's a child. You didn't I can see that. I don't believe you when you say that you didn't know Lolly. I think it's bullshit. I think you're not truthful in that statement.
We know where this is going. By the next day, I had learned from what felt like the entire damn internet that two of the images in my folder preview window were actually from a well-known lolicon artist, and therefore definitely
a lolicon artist, not the actual artwork. He had to figure it out because the artist is a lolicon artist. It's not the image that makes you go, that's a kid. It's the artist being a lolicon artist. Are you out of your fucking mind?
tended to be lolly shit, which has to be the worst possible way to find out about that sort of thing. Now, obviously,
were you blind? Boss, were you blind?
The accusation here isn't just that I had those images saved, that part's true, not really an accusation, but also that I must have known that they were lolicon and saved them because they were lolicon. Now, the obvious and predictable, but nonetheless true response is that no, I didn't know that, and that must not have been the impression I got from those two drawings, because if I had gotten that impression, then I wouldn't have saved them. I mean, drawings are abstractions, and art styles and body proportions vary massively, even for characters that are unambiguously adults. That doesn't mean lolly shit is a thing, or a problem. I bitched about it being a problem, like, a lot. Carelessly or inattentively failing to notice it isn't exactly impossible. I know.
Rosh is gonna kill Chris's patience.
Don't consume hentai. Don't jerk off to cartoons. Don't save photos that look like children getting dicked down to your computer. Proportion size, the thick thighs or whatever. No. It's a kid. It looks like a kid. Done. It looks like a child. Stop it.
I love Chris.
There's no way you didn't know. And what am I going to do? Make a fucking evidentiary argument here? I'm not putting up the images so we can argue about the pixels or the proportions or whatever. I know fully well that like 99.9% of people who have heard about this drama haven't seen the images, nor do I think those
people that looked into the drama, that are covering the drama, have seen the photo unwillingly on Twitter. They've seen it. Creator in the drama sphere is going to go, I didn't look at the photo, like Tipster, and go, I'm just going to run with the fact that Bosch is a pedo just because people have seen the photos. Bosch, you're lying. It was all over Twitter, uncensored, for days. Thousands of people have seen those tweets. Don't.
I got a new message. Hold up.
I'm just gonna run with the fact that Bosch is a pedo just because people have seen the photos. Bosch, you're lying. It was all over Twitter.
They've seen the photos.
For days.
It was the news.
Those tweets.
We saw the nudes,
Try to say
Seth.
that 99% of people have not seen those photos. People have literally made high-res versions of the photos. They made it high-res in the folder. But you would better.
Dude, you got caught in 4K.
people should go looking for them, obviously.
How do you get caught in 4K?
Kind of situation where people are,
You're such a fucking, you're a snake.
afraid to lie about the drawing, or as I've already seen on Twitter, just post other really bad-looking shit and say that's what I had in my folder. There's not much I can do about it, right? It's all totally unfalsifiable, and people are going to make whatever assumptions and inferences they want to make. All I can really say is that I didn't notice the problem while saving the drawings, the same way a person could fail to notice any element of any drawing if they were careless.
How do you fail to notice what's wrong with a drawing? That the drawing is messed up.
That's just like,
You also said
I'm-
that you like goblin short stack. You also said that.
goblin
Did you get that
stack.
I didn't notice. They gave me plenty of shit. I'm not a big fan of the art. I think I've done a good job of demonstrating a tendency towards carelessness if nothing else. So leaving that stupid, least charitable argument aside, someone might then ask, okay, I get it, it's possible to make a mistake like that. Why then would you save the images? And what about the video? And look, there's really no way of saying this without sounding crass or political or whatever, but it's already a pretty revealing video. If there's actually a very clear and simple explanation for why, for not just those two drawings, but in fact all the drawings in that folder and all my tastes generally, and it's an explanation that is extremely well known and well substantiated. I'm a size queen. I like big dicks.
What? What? What?
Hello, chef. Yes, hello. You coming to comment?
Where's Simon? I need Simon.
You need your
I need
emotional
Simon.
dog.
You like big dicks.
I need Sylvester.
So you're okay with something that looks like a child getting fucked by a big dick. This doesn't help you. This makes it worse, in my opinion. This makes it 50 times worse. Your lack of understanding as to why people are pissed is shocking to me. It just makes this worse. I'm losing my... I'm actually gonna fucking punch a hole in the wall.
Come, my doggy.
I'm gonna fucking punch something. I'm gonna punch a hole in the wall.
Yeah, I was looking through drawing porn, like furry or hentai or whatever else. I saw that big well-drawn dicks. I thought, cool. And saved the drawings, then never looked at them again, as evidenced by the fact they are in a big dump folder, literally called Beast. That's, you know, that's the extent of the consideration that I gave those two drawings before my community and the entire fucking internet hopefully corrected my mistake. It's hard to even say anything about it. 5 seconds of, ooh, nice dude, cool line art. Say, and it's a whole distance. I wish I had an answer that was more satisfying, really, for something like this. I feel like people are going to completely believe that. I do think there is a real argument to be made about.
Are you okay, John? You go quiet.
Now he's blaming anime community for lolicon. Oh,
He's gonna blame the anime
yes.
community.
Anime community has made lolicon fucking normal, which is disgusting. We agree on that. But bro, that doesn't change the fact that there was a child being rammed by a gigantic cock. Like, you literally had it saved your computer with all your other folders. Your folders, your porn videos, your porn gifs, your porn photos. It was all saved there, which ergo mean that you were gonna jerk off to it at one point. You're fucking stupid.
About anime to know that's an issue with it. You know, I find it repellent, and
It's all anime's fault.
I've been bitching about it for years. Plenty of that bitching downstream too. But it's possible to find something repellent while also not being perfectly vigilant about it. You know, especially in art where stylization and abstraction can kind of, I guess, cloud a witness judgment of the extent to which any artists you follow or people in the community might be.
It was the nude Seth.
You want to jerk off to cartoons.
Are you enjoying Chris's meltdown?
You are degenerates. You want
For
to jerk
once,
off to
I am like, Chris, calm down. But go ham it while you're at it.
God, you're still free. Easy answer. You want to jerk into horses, fucking women. You're a freak.
Right? Pardon me for taking the most indefensible position yet.
Y'all freak!
In this video, in the history of my channel, I actually do like some anime, you know, and there's a lot of really good shit out there in the anime community broadly, and in a lot of the sick anime babes getting railed on Twitter. You know, I'm sorry, like, often that is also
Poor anime communities.
the
We're getting thrown under the bus.
community is tainted, basically, right? I don't like the fact that, like, you could be.
I don't like that I can't jerk off to hentai without potentially jerking off to a child. That's what I got out of this.
Looking through what looks like a bunch of totally, like, normal, fine, cool babes getting railed by big dicks, whatever you're into, you know, while also feeling like you have to be vigilant that in this incredibly normalized process, some of these drawings might be of characters that are canonically underage, or that, like, an artist who generally draws them kind of, like, cartoony style might be fine, but then another artist does that, but then, like, actually drawing, like, they're meant to be teenagers or whatever. I don't like it, and it's a normalization issue, and I think one of the best ways you can deal with it is by being aware. I'm not perfectly aware, so I fucked up.
How are you not aware
you know, after
of what you were consuming?
Saga, people went through
Are political YouTubers afraid to jerk off to adult women? Yes, they're afraid to jerk off to real people.
a bunch of, like, likes in an old public Twitter, you know, porn account that I had, and over, like, thousands of liked, you know, furry.
Jerking off to
Furries?
hentai.
No, I'm putting I'm putting the fucking speaker down. I know I didn't just hear that.
The word furry.
No, Bosch is, so Bosch is into,
Go on, John. Say it for the whole world to hear in 4K. Let your Sith rage go loose.
Bosch is a furry. Do you understand that Bosch is a furry?
Oh, I understand it, and then you hear Chris's opinion of that. That's even more hilarious.
Yo, no, I don't think you get me.
I know, I get you. We know furry someone.
So much so that I'm gonna attempt to do this kill, this contract kill, with an exploding golf ball. Because I'm gonna prove that even people like Retro have more balls than Bosch. At least Coomer Schooner had his convictions wearing a bunny suit. And then he pledged to play Baby Come Back to get Shadow back, but that's besides the point.
Baby, come back!
Furries, hentai, lolicon, shonen. If you jerk off to any of this shit, you need to be excommunicated from the human race.
Big monster girl images or whatever. I think
Okay, that's all you need to hear last of
and it's not surprising to me that might happen because,
what Chris has to
on my
say.
phone, I don't look at 3 seconds before I like. The degree of scrutiny required there indicates that this goes. Okay, we haven't talked about the private Twitter account. I'm looking into that, but he just confirmed that it's his. I can't get into that. Talk about it. I promise
Do you see how calm Chris is trying to maintain himself?
substantiated proof yet.
He's not gonna hold it for too long.
That's all I will say. Like, matter of personal temperance and extends broadly into, like, how weird is it that that's something that's been that normalized, you know? Anyway, I don't mean to, like, make a big point or make it, like, a broader issue, you know, as a way of fucking up. I just think it's a broader issue, you know? People are gonna say what they're gonna say, they can judge me, what they're gonna judge me for. I think a lot of people have been, like, looking at it being a broader societal issue of the anime culture that you downloaded lolicon to your computer to jerk off to later when it was clearly a child that you had saved to your computer. You are fucking stupid. Based comment cough per usual. There's no legal or moral arguments against consuming child pornography under capitalism. Nothing. Dating it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. It's society's fault, guys. We live in a society.
We live in a.
Dude looked up
Don't
porn
fucking.
in class.
Don't
Yeah, that's
please
crazy to
don't
me.
pull
You're
up.
going to
We live in a
class and you're just
society.
scrolling through looking up pornography on Twitter. That's like a crazy thing. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's insane. Why are you scrolling through pornography Twitter when you're going to class? Who looks at porn before they go to a fucking class? Oh my god. All these people are degenerate friggin' idiots. Alright, there's Bosch's response on the thing that people should be the most mad about is the fucking lolicon folder. Finally, we're almost done. How long have I been live for? 3 hours. Holy shit, I somehow condensed all that into 3 hours. Let's go. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to be here for like 5 hours. Alright, so, last few bits here. Last few bits, because it's really funny. So, Kefvel's made a statement about Twitter after the Mudahar stuff, everything else. Over the last 2 time, I've been getting constantly dead named, misgendered. I've been told to end myself. Some people have even threatened to R-word me. The harassment has been so bad, I have had panic attacks and lost sleep over it. I am terrified of it escalating further because I know just how far online harassment can go. There's nothing I can do to deal with the transphobic harassment as Elon Musk removed above this, so we're blaming Elon Musk. Okay. Both dead naming and misgendering from the terms of service. Similarly, Elon Musk forcing third-party developers to pay for access to the Twitter API.
Look, dead naming is dead naming.
Wait, what?
Dead naming is when someone uses your old handle, practically.
Free has resulted in all anti-harassment tools I previously used to discontinue service. Twitter has become functionally unusable for me because you don't get to be the ratio queen. That's why. Let's just be real here. Without being inundated with bigots and threats, I can't handle it anymore. I know that I have my fair share of critics, but no one deserves this. This is just cruel for cruelty's sake, and there's no justice behind any of this. Thanks everyone for sharing laughs with friendships with here. I'll keep in touch. Private her account. Now you're saying to yourself, Chris, why is that funny? Well, Chemicals doesn't like being called a groomer and a pedo. Here's to Keemstar. Saying I look like Jalen just because we are both trans is like if I just say every racist pedophile looks just like you. No one's paying you. You're a bald pedophile. Oh wait, let's keep going real quick. Tipster is mad. We covered a story that didn't involve rape. If it had some rape in it, he definitely would have been complaining. He hearts rape. I always wanted the ratio of bald pedophile. Let's keep going. Let's listen to the strict clip.
What the fuck?
Thanks. It's been a pleasure. Great to talk to you all as always. All the best. Chatlogic on all good social media platforms. If you like racism.
Pretty sure that guy is like a pedophile. But, like,
CTV, how
actually.
much
So there's that. Keffels. The type of person to accuse someone of pedophilia without any crucial evidence is also the type of person that has a hard drive on their computer that would land them in jail. Let's keep going real quick. Right now, Matt Walsh is scrolling the hashtag #WhatIsAWoman to retweet things, making his documentary.
What is a woman?
Sure would be a shame if people flooded the hashtag with tweets calling him a...
That actually is a hilarious movie.
I've always wanted the ratio a known groomer, Matt Walsh. I'm not terrified of you, Matt Walsh, because you are a groomer, plus you have no swag, plus ratio. It's the, you know. So, Pulse complains that people are falsely accusing her as a groomer and a pedo, but proceeds to have multiple instances of calling people pedos. This one actually happened.
This is my friend why you stay out of the commentary community, because you will be cannibalized.
That's why I don't feel bad for you. Kevels, no, drama-hungry predator, go away like you said you would. No, fuck yourself. So remember when I showed you that she privated her account?
Remember, everyone.
She unprivated her.
It's called that.
No, fuck
It's
yourself.
an
I
art.
blocked my account because I'm not giving trade.
Like my Vosh.
Alright, peace out. Fuck this curse, please. I'm not leaving. I'm leaving. Proceeds to say I'm not leaving. Go fuck yourself. There's this guy. Alright, peace out. Fuck this curse, please. This site is infested with Nazis. And not much fun right now. Follow me over at Blue Sky where I'll be posting. My username is apples.gg. And guess what? You're gonna get raped. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
So, we have Keffels. Let's go over their response. Final
Keffels. Sounds like a freaking cereal.
Let's
Yeah,
go over
for real.
Tipster real quick because it's really funny. For those not already aware, Vosh has released a statement to the current controversy. If you'd like to see it, you can check it out at the link below. As for me, I won't be commenting on this subject any further. You shouldn't have commented on it in the first place. Now is where you wanted to speak on? Okay, Leon, okay, we'll go over the Tipster response together then. Fine. There we go. Alright. You want some...
Hello. Good evening.
Hello, buddy. What do you want to say about the Tipster thing?
What a collection of people.
Collection of people in what sense, buddy?
Fucking bunch of moronic pedophiles from Tipster to Keffels.
Okay.
Now, I'm being really dead ass here. If the gimmick is these people want a straw man and get mad and defend people who admit that they had Lolly on their computer, fine. You saw the shit I sent you in regards to Saggy. It's a motherfucker just constantly swinging and missing.
Yeah, that's most of these people are just swinging misses.
I'm gonna speak on this. No, I'm gonna speak on that. Well, I wasn't really informed about what Tipster was doing. Tipster's still my friend, and I'm gonna defend him no matter what. Just a swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss.
Don't defend
You
these people.
motherfuckers are weird.
Yeah, don't defend
And
these
then
people.
Saggy's the most moronic of each of them, which is shocking, depending on who we're talking about. Because Saggy will sit there, bitch, moan, get it all wrong, and then say, well, why is everybody worried about what I'm saying? I'm a small YouTube. What?
Bro, that's just like what Keffels did. Keffels is like, oh, Ethan's punching down at me. I only 1,000 subscribers.
It's like I said like 20 minutes ago. If he's so sorry about how this affected all his buddies, even though he only named one, delete the video.
Yeah, it would be
Delete
great.
the video on the screen.
It would be
'Cause
smart.
guess what? You know whose opinion kind of trumps everybody's? Paige Christie's. Why? You may ask?
Yeah, I was about to say why.
Why, you may ask? She's a mother.
She is a mother.
A mother telling you she's weirded out by this shit and you playing defense? Should really fucking question what you speaking on.
It should, but you know, that's the thing. And he would like refuse to do that. Like, he refuses to look deeper into it. The idea that a mother is freaked out by a guy who is, again, saying I did save lolicon hentai to my folder, and it's anime culture's fault that I did this.
Hooray.
Idiot. Tipster's a dipshit. I want to keep reading this. I've said all I wanted to say on the subject, and I encourage my community out in response if you wish to hear directly from Bosch his positions on all of this. I want to wrap this announcement by apologizing to this community. He's done this so many fucking times. Oh, God. As well as communities adjacent to mine. Capitals, let's just be real here. Stop pretending that that's not what that is. While my intentions were good in this situation, you're just retarded. It has resulted in heinous attacks against this community and the people within it who I care deeply about as well. It's friends whose relationships I value dearly and their communities as well. Don't talk then. It's that easy. You shouldn't have talked.
He's only talking about Campbell.
He really is only talking about couples, and for that I apologize. It was never my intention for any of this to happen. You tagged H3H3, you fucking dipshit. But it's been a learning experience about how my actions affect those around me. You've done this before, like 50 times, dude. Like, now that I finally have started to see you from the light of, like, what people have been saying for a long time, I see exactly what they're talking about.
It's the crazy boy, Chris.
You've been doing this forever.
This is like his third time on this exact subject.
Exactly. Third time I
This dude. Hey, you know what's crazy? We're not talking about a group of people, because it ain't just one. That's freshly new to the internet. We're not talking about a teenager. We're not talking about a child. We're talking.
I don't know these people. Stop trying to group me in with this shit. But, like,
No.
Yes, no, fuck you. You're not grouping
Fuck
me into
you.
this retardation.
Why would you just like these dipshits? Who was talking about you?
No, you say we, you say you. I don't know what you mean by you people. It's racist of you to assume that.
Now look, do you defend
What do you mean by you people?
I have been in that argument.
Some dipshit try to tell me, well, fuck, what's the problem? It's just cartoons. Yeah, buddy.
That person.
The you people argument to agree.
The minute I hear that, hard drive inspected.
I like how everybody in my chat, when that motherfucker said that, bitched them out.
Yeah, that's good. I had a guy in here that's like, it's crazy that you're like defending Keem, where I said it's disgusting to use the RS Glory and Gold thing, and the whole chat just fucking ate them alive. I fucking love my community.
Everybody in that fucking chat beat that nigga up. And I was like, yes.
That's the best, bro. That's how you know you're in the right.
I know I've cultivated a great audience of not even like-minded people, just smart niggas.
Just people that like understand that, hey, this shit is fucking disgusting. Let's finish the tipster thing. And I have taken a serious mental note of that. No, you haven't. You're gonna make this mistake. You've done this before. This is the tipster cycle. Says some stupid shit, gets called out for stupid shit, doubles down on stupid shit, apologizes for stupid shit, and then does stupid shit again.
Speaking of the tip, I would be remiss if I didn't try, Chris.
I know, you're gonna try and play devil's advocate here.
It's time for me to argue for a tipster W.
There's no way you're gonna be able to do that.
Shut up. I could try.
You can try, but I'm gonna be shocked if you can even do it.
You've been shocked by less.
Yeah, but this one I'm gonna be shocked by. How are you gonna do the tipster W in this one?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm kind of gonna be shocked by this one.
So, are you okay, John?
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready. I'll see what the fuck it is.
Do I sound like I'm okay?
I don't know. You haven't been saying anything.
Because I'm like, why? Just why?
The things I send across your desk.
The things you throw at me, yes.
You're just as bad.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what?
A Beggar's Journey.
Oh, yeah. A Beggar's Journey. Oh, God. Do I need to hear about the 10-year plan again, Keo?
No, what we need is A Beggar's Journey Part 20.
A beggar's journey. We need. Ooh.
We need more of that series. More lore.
Need a fucking vacation after something like that. I'm just like, what is with all these people? And it's ironic that we had Tipster on. And
You
we
just
didn't even
sound-
invite him. He showed up.
You just sound like you're crying tears of sorrow.
Because how many skeletons do these people have in their closets? I'm just like, I'm at a loss for words. I am. I really don't know what to think.
You're having a moment of crisis.
And I don't have the Battlefront collection till next month to just to soothe my pain, like to soothe my pain. And you with Vosh and where's Soma?
Sleeping, I think.
He answers to a PSN call faster.
Why would I do?
Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you?
Okay, John. You really need this badly of counsel.
Get his ass in here right now. Do it.
He might not even be online.
He'll, even if he's not online, he gets the ping. By the time we're done, sometimes he feels like somebody's gonna be watching him. I just played the stock market on Hitman and I made $2 grand more than Bookie. I feel somewhat okay.
Maybe you should ping him Discord as well, or something.
We've been pinging him on Discord. Yo, no. You just need to get his ass. He's gotta know the crisis. This is on the same level of when Keemstar yelled at Seth. I'm pretty sure he just said, "What the fuck do y'all want from me?" I'm gonna drink some virtual wine. While we contemplate this.
Oh.
Why so serious?
Would you look at that? Score, 3 Americans. Cuba did what? My drones. I took out 3 Americans in Jordan. Aren't you proud of me? All of them. My forces in Syria. To them. They don't care when you even shoot at their boats as long as you miss. But when you hurt their people, I need options, ordnance, and intel. I want to know who these guys are. I want to know everything about them. I want to know what language they speak. I want to know who their parents are, their kids, their brothers. brothers, their sisters, their aunts, their uncles. I need to know every person who's ever come into contact with them. I want to know who their hairdresser is. I need to know exactly where their feet are on this planet at any given time, and I need you to show me how we're going to deal with this situation so I can make a decision.
Do you see what the fuck you just did? Let me put this in perspective for you. You remember when America pulled out of Afghanistan? A complete bumbling failure. Why are you highlighting that? Some things definitely went wrong for America in Afghanistan, but they also moved 130,000 people 3,000 miles in a week. Can you do that?
What am I going to do? I would start by praying. If they have a hangnail or a food allergy, I want to fucking know about it.
You know what? I'm gonna eat this edible. I'm going to the third. I'm going to the next dimension.
Do you need to end your stream?
No. I am the scariest thing with wings that's existed since the Cretaceous period. Every time they saw one of us stream Keo, they ran away. You think the bagpipes will intercept me? I'd intercept me. I ate the edible, and now I'm going for the pipe. Do you understand, Q? How badly Vosh has fucked up?
It's the Gossip
Oh, that's
Queen.
right. Hold up. Yeah, that comment is from, you know, when I'm held hostage. Without any words, you already know where I'm going.
I hear you.
We actually... Why did I turn the speaker off? I was taking a few seconds to just contemplate this. Because now, we heard the Kristen Ark end. We are going to play the Tipster end.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. We will be playing the Tipster end. Oh no, Kia, I gave you full. You might have ended your stream, but you're
My stream's
also...
still going.
Oh, it is?
I'm
You
just
you finished yours.
I'm just multitasking.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding.
Yep, John lost.
Situation has honestly ruined anime for me so fucking much that I never want to watch anime.
That was
again. I don't
fake.
want anything to do with anime. I got
That's
my
fake.
list in here, and I got some.
That trash can is too
My
clean.
favorites. Fuck it, throw it in the bin. We got some Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the fucking bin. Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's some lolly in there. Throw it in the fucking bin. So, now we're going to talk about something that I'm sure a lot of you guys predicted I would talk about today. And oh boy, Tipster had an opinion that made people big mad on the internet, and it's been something else. So why don't we go ahead? Why don't we talk about it? Yeah, so as you guys know, there's been a bit of controversy with a content creator known as Vosh as of late. And, there's been a lot of people coming for Vosh, H3H3, several people in the commentary community, etc., over the whole incident.
Hey, real quick pause, side note. What's this recent drama going on with Hassan Piker? Why are him and... I forget, you didn't tell me this. How come him and Krigler are at it? I figured you would. I figured you'd be the one. No one.
Why? Because my disdain for Krigler?
Yes.
I don't know everything. What was so important?
Who do you got in a boxing match between Adam Krigler and Tim Pool?
I would bet Tim Pool. just for the sake of being it.
He probably drank, what was that fucking thing he says he puts in his coffee? He feels like $1,000,000. Help or something. He's that fucking, whatever it is. You're the one that promotes ready, safe meals. Yo, Keo, I checked my, besides, another side note, I checked my Google, I checked my email. And yeah, I'm not selling my soul to Raid Shadow Legends. They tried to give me a sponsorship.
How did you not sell your soul to Raid Shadow Legends?
Why would I do that?
Because most people sell their souls.
This is me we're talking about here. I have integrity.
No,
I'm sorry. Now, if it's if
what
I
if
get
it
hit
was
up to promote,
what if it was
yeah,
the
if
Star
it was
Wars
about
mobile
promote-
game?
I actually play Galaxy of Heroes. I wouldn't mind because Galaxy of Heroes, I've never dropped money into it, and I have a pretty powerful team of characters that you do see from the commercials that you would think, oh, you need to spend money on. No, I know how to get. There's ways of getting them without paying money, and there's really the grind really there. It's just a turn-based RPG, like RPG fight type deal, like Final Fantasy. So I play it on and off. So if I was allowed to promote Galaxy of Heroes, then yeah, I'll do it. Even though fucking Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship was only, and this number is weird. But it was but I have my sister who knows how to cross-reference emails. Yes, it was apparently legitimate because you could run it through some sort of engine to let you show that it's real. For $444 every promotion.
Wait, so every time you stream, go get straight Star Legends. You can make 802 streams.
I don't think it's that easy. Why do you think I don't just go for it?
Darn.
It's not. It really cannot be that easy. I have somebody, looking into it that I know who knows how to also look into this kind of stuff. So then I'll make a decision on anything in the future I run through them.
You're gonna have your own little guild, and you're gonna have to promote your little guild for Raid Shadow Legends, and your little pools,
exactly.
and your gotchas, and you gotta create your own thing and sell your soul by actually playing the game.
Keo, you're selling yourself to WWE 2K25 probably.
No, I'm not.
Probably would if you had got a character in there.
I already got the creation character tools, so I like my community tools. The only games I've got on my to buy list personally are Persona 3 Reloaded and the new Final Fantasy VII game, which people are dropping reviews already, and they're all saying it's good, so. I know Shadow will be playing it like crazy because he reserved it digitally. Are you feeling better?
I'm getting there.
With the the leaking of the folder and going back and looking at some of his old takes on various different topics and debates and stuff, and a lot of people took serious issue on some of these topics, and so there's been a lot of pushback, a lot of people big mad at me, and I decided to talk about this mainly because
he's a lefty. What do you expect?
Positions, but also people have used this as kind of an opportunity to kind of spread misinformation about me that I wanted to take a moment to try and clarify. So, yeah, we're going to do that today.
I always view it as if you're not guilty why open your fucking mouth with
I-
it's just like that's how I am. I stay the I don't have to defend myself unless I know it's against very serious, heinous like lies which have been proven false. But with people in these situations, the difference is there's shit to connect it back to. Do I feel bad for Tipster in a way? Yes and no. He seemed like an awesome guy. He was a nice guy to talk to. He was very respectful to us. And when I popped into his stream to tell him, hey man, you know, that was cool you popped in, and there was no problem. He's there to help.
I think
but
it's
then
just
what the hell happened
a matter of
between then and now?
opinions. It's a matter of opinions. There it is.
It's Keffels. Keffels did a video earlier today called
What the fuck is Keffels? I still don't know what the fuck Keffels is.
Look it up.
I had planned on reacting to this video, and I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. If you guys want to check it out, I'll post a link in chat. If you're watching this as a YouTube video later, I will share the link of that as well. But I kind of wanted to make my positions crystal fucking clear on this, because if you look at a lot of the coverage of this situation, the take that they are showing is not reflective of what I actually think at all. They would tell you things like, you know, Tipster's defending the existence of Lolly. They would tell you things like Tipster is defending Vosh's position, that, you know, CP is okay, and just like a bunch of crazy shit that's just not fucking true. Okay, so before we get into this at all, I just want to make my positions here very fucking clear, okay? I'm not okay with Lolly. I think that shit is insanely degenerate and fucked up, and just, I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with CP, okay? Nor am I okay with justifying the existence of CP, and I'm certainly not okay with children having sex with adults, okay? These are things that I am not okay with, and so if you came away from other people's coverage thinking this fucking Tipster guy is insane, like, why is he okay with this shit? I'm absolutely not. If you want my honest opinion about what happened with Vosh and the stuff that was on his computer, I think that he was insanely careless, and I don't think that shit should have been on his computer. It's a real problem that he had that shit on his computer, and I
Tipster,
think he'd be more careful in the future. Now, I know a lot of people are like instantly condemning him because, like, oh, he had, you know, supposedly Lolly on his computer.
John, stay with me. Stay with me.
He's a pedophile now or whatever.
Man down. Man down.
A little bit more charitable in the sense that I feel like a lot of people on the internet instantly want to assume malice where ignorance could be a simple answer. The issue here is that, like, when you're talking about, like, hentai and
Man down.
the article is so ambiguous that sometimes you could be looking at a character that looks like an adult character, and then you later find out it's not.
Hello, Brandon.
So it's not always, like, easy to tell. If I could give you guys honest advice when it comes to this kind of shit, if you're into adult content, stay the fuck away from hentai, okay? Because you might see something that looks perfectly fine in hentai and then find out, oh, that's like a 16-year-old girl. Well, fuck that shit. Like, just stay away from hentai. If I can give you guys honest to God advice, stay away from that shit, okay? Because you're asking for fucking trouble at that point. Yeah, when it comes to, like, the stuff that was on Vosh's computer, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. I'm willing to give him the charitability of hearing him out and saying, hey, according to him, I didn't realize what it was, but apparently it is Lolly, and that's not okay.
How do you not realize what it is? You have a folder named it.
And I don't want to jump to the conclusion that he's over that shit. That's essentially my position when it comes to the stuff on his computer. Now, when it comes to the arguments he made in previous debates, I feel like what's happening here is we have a lot of normies who aren't familiar with debates, and they're getting their first glimpse of some of the crazy shit that's in the debate space, especially in the early days of this space. They're starting to see this shit, and they're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is going on? But, like, if you've ever spent any time in this space, any significant amount of time, some of the shit, and I referenced this in my last stream, some of the shit that people debate, or some of the arguments that people will use in a debate to back up their positions are, like, really fucking insane, okay? I talked about the fact that in the past, you know, Destiny has done debates about incest, and Destiny had a debate about using pragmatic CP to treat pedophiles through exposure therapy. There was the infamous dog fucker debate. Like, some of the shit that people debate about is so bizarre. I even heard a debate one time, and I know some people in chat know which one I'm talking about. There was a debate one time where someone tried to argue that another person is a pedophile because they think that if your partner has a foot fetish and you go out in public barefooted, where children may be present with your partner that has a foot fetish, you're engaging in necrophilia.
What?
Like, it's so fucking weird, right? So essentially, like, my take
Sorry,
on
what?
Josh's previous takes is this, okay?
I don't
I
even
think
understand
that
him.
they were misrepresented in a way to make it seem like Vosh was being pro-child pornography or in favor of children having sex with adults, and it's just not true. Like, if you actually listen to the subject matter that's being discussed, did he use a horrible fucking analogy to make his point? Yes, he absolutely did. Did Vosh himself with it? Yes, he used a horrible fucking analogy to make his points. But anybody who comes away from that and says this guy's in favor of child pornography and this guy is in favor of, you know, adults having sex with kids, that's just not the case. As a matter of fact, I want to show you guys this compilation of clips of Vosh literally arguing the opposite position of that. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at it.
The vegan gains debate, that's a solid F. Not only did I not make my arguments well, at one point I made my child pornography argument so poorly that it got clipped out of context and people are using it as an argument that I support child pornography. My basic argument is that, like, why is child pornography really bad? Because to produce it, you have to hurt children. It hurts people to produce it. Producing child porn requires harming a child. The argument I'm making is that it frustrates me that liberals recognize child pornography as bad. Great, nice. And they're really, really defensive of, like, global commodity production chains that involve child slave labor. Like, we'll talk that off, like, really, really, really friendly, you know? Like, oh, well, there's no choice. Oh, well, we don't have to care about that. Oh, that's, like, cool. That's my dumb is not like child slave. But, you know, like, whatever, that's just how the economy goes. Dude, whatever, like, we make computers and we're sick, bro, you know, think about it. So that was the argument that I was making originally. I don't know, me personally, I would have tried to find another example. Me too. Hey, no, me too, buddy.
Jesus. So, yeah, essentially he was making an argument against child slave labor, and he just used a really shit analogy to make his point, right? Like, there are plenty of other ways that you could discuss this shit, and, yeah, you know, the child pornography argument, and, you know, that shit is probably not the best argument to use. There are definitely better ways that you can make that point, but I don't think he's in favor of child pornography. And when it comes to the lolly shit that was on his folder, that shit should not have been there. And if I'm being completely honest, he's fucking retarded for having this shit on his computer. There's so many people who are making the argument.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It should be okay. The question is, okay, that he shouldn't have had it. Why did he have it?
Ah, ding ding ding.
The phrasing of questions. Okay, we don't care about why it's there. We care. No, how do I phrase this right? We don't care how it got there. We care why do you have it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. Why do you have it, and what are you doing with it? Is basically the question. It's simple logic that we just don't have an answer to, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Are the mushrooms finally kicking in, my friend?
Damn it. Oh, I forgot to take your money.
I am defending Vosh having Lolly on his computer, and that's not the case. What I'm saying is that I don't want to attribute what happened in the situation instantly to malice. I want to give him a little bit of charitability and assume that, okay, he's saying an accident, he didn't realize it was Lolly, and that's why it was on his computer, but he got rid of it as soon as he found out. I'm willing to be charitable, give him some charitability, and assume that, okay, maybe he's telling the truth here. Is it possible I'm wrong? Sure. And if more stuff comes out at that point, then hey, that's something that Bosch has to deal with on fucking own. Like, I ain't saving your ass if more shit like that comes out. Okay, Bosch, you're on your own at that point. But like, honestly, like, I really truly think the internet is so quick to attribute things to malice when more often just ignorance or fucking stupidity. And let's be honest, if you've seen that clip, he looked really fucking stupid in that clip. Now, some people have used this as an opportunity to misrepresent some things that have happened with me in the past and try and not only dig up old arguments that I made and misrepresent them again, but also tell the story in ways that isn't accurate to the truth. An example that we can take a look at here is sent to A Bayesian, who is part of the H3H3, I guess you could say, the action team or whatever. But let's play this video, and I'll address these points word for word as we go along, at least the parts that pertain to
Oh
me.
shit,
So, here we go.
Keemstar.
Things you need to look for. Tipster, alright? Not the first time he's defended Lolly. Almost a year
Which, by the way, I didn't actually defend Lolly. We'll get into that in a little bit.
ago to the day, one of his moderators posted on Twitter a picture of Lolly. Now, before
That's wrong. Leave it to the guy who runs Drama Alert to 14 seconds into a video already get it wrong. I'm going to summarize this, but if you guys want the full context, I did a video on this last year that you guys can take a look at. It's this video, my response to the drama. I'll link it in the chat, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description for the YouTube video.
So, I'm curious. Maybe you know this question, Keo, or somebody can tell us. What is the origin of, I don't even want to say the word, of just the Elcon?
Japan.
Any specific reasons, individuals, any point of just when it was created, or why it came about?
How would you like? Do you want me to destroy your childhood?
How bad we talking?
Depends on how bad I want you to destroy your childhood.
It just depends what you're gonna hit.
Dragon Ball.
Find something else.
I was like, that you would never look at it the same again.
Well, if you want the full context. But, just to summarize what happened. I had a friend, she's an artist, she follows several other artists on Twitter, some art is constantly shown in her Twitter feed, stuff gets retweeted into her Twitter feed, etc. Okay? And so while she was scrolling through her feed, according to what she says, she accidentally liked something that the community later deemed to be lolly. Okay? And so it's her for this, and she came to me in a panic in a Discord call, and she's like, I don't know, like, what the fuck, like, to do. Like, I'm freaking out. And we talked for like a solid hour about the situation. And ultimately, what I decided to do was I decided to defend her because she was being called a pedophile and a lolicon, and I know that she is not either of those fucking things. So I defended her, and I also said, I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. Like, that was essentially all my argument was at the time. I don't think my friend is a lolicon or a pedophile, and I don't even know if this qualifies as lolly. And those questions somehow got spun into me defending lolly, which is not the fucking case. And again, my friend did not post the picture Keemstar just said, my friend liked a picture on Twitter by accident, and as soon as people brought it to her attention, she unliked it.
Keemstar started defending her left and right. Then,
Yeah, I did defend her, because she was my friend.
the moderator,
So they were my friends.
my God, I posted Molly, I'm in the wrong, and apologized and deleted the tweet.
It's your duty as your friend to sometimes call out your friends if they're wrong.
Yeah, because they continue to attack my friend, so like I was defending my friend.
That's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beach.
This is the one that really ticks me off. This is the one that really ticks me off. Listen to this.
But that's not it. Also, Chris from Mr. Beach, right? He got exposed for posting lolly, right? Back in the day. The artist that made the lolly that Chris posted for Mr. Beast is the same artist that drew my daughter in a sexual way and got canceled.
Oh shit! I know we hear about them. People say that, but now that's the first time I heard it come out of King's mouth.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Actually true. This artist in question that he's talking about, this artist is known as Shadman or Shadbase, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But this is true. This artist did draw Keemstar's daughter, who was I think like 6 or 8 years old at the time, in a sexual way, and I think that's fucking disgusting. We'll get into Shadman in a little bit.
Alright? So it's personal. This is personal. I hate this shit. It's fucking disgusting. Alright? Guess what Tipster did? Tipster defended Chris for Mr. Beast and that post. And that fucking post.
It's not exactly what happened, and we'll get into that in a bit.
So he has a long history of doing this. Here's the best part. Flamingo is a content creator who got exposed for having lolly or posting lolly or something like that, right? And last night on Tipster's stream, somebody donated to Tipster saying, you and Flamingo should go bowling. Tipster said, last night on stream, no, Flamingo is a pedo. Flamingo is a pedo, Tip?
I mean, Flamenco probably is a pedo, and he's definitely a stalker and a Kiwi farmer and a real fucking weirdo. I don't regret what I said about him.
Sir, what about Vaughn?
Nor do I take it back.
What about fucking Vaughn? Delete it. I want them deleted. I want them fucking deleted.
Remember, Mr. Ntai deplatformed. He advocating for people being deplatformed over false pedo and lolicon allegations. Okay, nice. Anyway, the rest of it's just about Losh. I just kind of wanted to address that point. Now, he mentioned someone known as Shadman, aka Shadbase. I'm gonna fill
Dude,
you
I just
in.
found it funny when he was throwing out the Dragon Ball stuff. That's what had me hilariously laughing. This got so bad that Chibi Reviews made a video on this situation.
Basically, the description of who they are, and we're also gonna cover
The anime guy
I don't
actually
believe
posted
him.
it.
kind of get an idea of who we're dealing with here.
You can't just quit anime cold turkey.
Especially if you have some, like Death Note and some of them. Death Note has nothing to do with any loli or any materials, neither does, okay, Dragon Ball, I can make an argument. Robotech, don't think so. Like, all the stuff he threw in there doesn't have anything. Hell, even Final Fantasy VII doesn't. And that was one game he threw in there. Catherine, do you know what that game is about? It's questionable on the thing, because adultery. I mean, it's about a game where you're cheating on your girlfriend. Lollipop Chainsaw?
Yep.
The girl has her dead boyfriend's head on a strap on her waist.
Dick.
You would have YouTubers who would commission this guy to do thumbnails for them or do art for their videos and shit like that. Like,
And if you take a look at his trash can, that is a perfectly clean trash can.
but they loved his like non-lolly art, and it's just like it's crazy to me looking back at.
That dude looks okay. It's Chad Basekio from what you know.
I know nothing on Chad, man. Like, I know absolutely barely anything on that guy. Are you still living?
Research on it, and then give your live take on what it is.
Yeah, you already scared Retro by accident once the Baker's act, which is your fault. Who even told you of that weird act? So, did you end your stream?
Oh no, I didn't even realize I had the mute button on. I was responding to what you were saying.
Oh.
You said, where did I learn the Baker act?
And you started dying laughing. Because I know,
Because
I'm
it's
just...
like, did I know about the political...
Did you know what that, what all it was? You just,
No, I did.
you asked me to look at that, and I was like, where have you heard of that? And I looked it up, and I just read it aloud. You just terrified the poor kid. Do you feel happy?
I'll feel true happiness when I play Battlefront 2 Classic online in the Jedi Temple.
Wait, can I take the clan of Coruscant?
Yeah.
Coruscant's a democratic nightmare.
Democratic nightmare.
Did you mute yourself again?
No, I was paying attention to something because I'm reading a message.
Did they finally update,
Because, like, anyone now would say...
It's coming in the spring.
Huh?
It's coming, I told you, it's coming in like a week or two. It's in March and April of the springtime. Because you were asking for, Spider-Man 2's update, right?
Yeah, when is Spider-Man 2 update coming?
I don't know. We gotta ask Wash.
God have mercy on your souls. Oh, that requires...
Some of the art this guy does isn't Lolly. If he's drawing Lolly, like, do not support that fucking guy. But for some reason back then, everybody just kind of turned a blind eye to it. There was actually a situation where some people were trying to petition
Hey, Dustin.
to get his website shut down. And there were people in the YouTube commentary and skeptic crowd who were like, oh yeah, his art's controversial.
We're listening to John have a slow decline into insanity.
My free speech.
We'll go into Lolly drawings. He's also drawn Art Seductive,
of seductive underage girls called lollies, from which he's gotten into drama. Some fans defend him since most characters he drew were fictional, but he's drawn pornographic art of real underage people. He has also drawn Rule 34 of his own mother. Later on, Shannon had said that he regrets making the drawings and promised to take it off of his website. However, he didn't keep his works as he continued to draw underage girls such as Soph. Soph was a YouTuber who, as the article says, at the time was 11. Due to the fact that he drew underage girls, the university he went to reported him to the authorities. Then we had the Keemstar controversy, which we referenced earlier. On Tumblr, someone asked him to make art of Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter giving Donald Trump a blowjob. He said he would do it if Trump won the election. When Trump did...
What the I had to pause.
Yes. Have your depravity levels sunk further? Must run. Well, don't burn yourself out on that game, Dustin. You hit the mute button again.
What game is Dustin playing?
Oh, it's Xenoblade Chronicles. It's for the Switch. It's really good. It's the third one. He's been binging the whole series. Although, just like you, he cannot wait till March 31st. Once I told him what was coming out. I've tried summoning the therapist, but he won't heed thy summons. Unfortunately, I think you're going to have to go insane on us. Guys, I think John's brain broke.
I was answering a message. I am still here.
Oh, when you go silent for long periods of time, it makes us think your brain broke.
in an overly sexualized manner, to which Keemstar responded by threatening to call the cops. Colossal's crazy invited Shadman on his stream to talk about it, and Shad said because he respected him, he would take it down. The drawing been removed. And there's just a ton of other, like, really fucked up things that this guy has drawn. Like, this guy is a literal fucking lolicon. Literally draws lolly art. I think anybody who has, like, I don't know, commissioned him to do art for their channels or whatever, like, what the fuck were you thinking? It's not like it was some hidden secret that he was a lolicon. This was, like, publicly known shit. And people were supporting this guy and defending this guy. It's nuts, right? So now, let's get to where I supposedly defend defend this
There was a controversy in the anime community many years ago involving art.
this post that I put up when I defended Chris Tyson. You guys may remember Chris Tyson was getting a lot of transphobic harassment, threats against their life. People were trying to make them out to be a pedo, etc., etc. I was defending Chris Tyson because people were trying to be transphobic towards them. And one of the things they did was they dug through a bunch of old tweets and found some tweets that they
Why do people dig through old tweets?
to make them out to be a pedo. I'm gonna go ahead and play this YouTube short. It's also on TikTok, so you guys can see what I had to say. I guess a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast came out as gender non-conforming. Basically, they're trying to like make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody who basically just trying to live their life. It's gotten to the point where people started digging into like old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about lolly and kids. And I gotta be honest, they're not the kind of jokes that I personally would make, but we've literally gotten to the point where making edgy jokes, I kid you not, that's how low the bar for pedophilia has become. At this point, give it like a month or two, and you'll be considered a pedophile just for breathing the same air as children. That was the video, okay? And people are passing around this video saying that I defended Shadman art in the
Keo, after all this, what do you still think of Tipster?
He's a brainwashed leftist that's enjoyable to watch. If you just want to, he's on quartering levels of entertainment. Look, I don't watch the quartering to take it seriously. I watch the quartering to get a good laugh. Get a little facts here that I fact check it my own way. I don't watch the quartering. I saw that Dr. Phil became based as hell because he cussed out everyone on The View. I mean, the quartering will bring up some good topics that I need to look into. Tipster's pretty good at that because don't listen to his point of view to a degree, but just enjoy it. It's enjoyable content. You can be a brainwashed, blue-pilled Democrat and still be an enjoyable person to watch. Just don't take it seriously. Click your brain off and enjoy it. There are a lot of content creators that make really bad content that Lord knows, my content, what I'm doing right here, is very subpar average, yet I know for a fact some of what we said has probably made people laugh. It's called hentai, and it's an art. And he's muted again.
The fact that I don't actually mention Shadman's art in the video at all, but this is being used as proof that I defended Shadman art. What I said that I defended was jokes, edgy jokes that Chris made that I personally would not make because, admittedly, they're jokes that make me really fucking uncomfortable. Okay? Now, let's get to the bottom of this. I found an old tweet of mine about this situation. I said, while I wouldn't make the jokes myself, we have apparently reached the point where making edgy jokes equals pedophilia. Boy oh boy, we have really lowered the bar at this point. And I think that's true. I think on the internet, people have like lowered the bar to an insane degree of like what is considered a pedophile, to the point that pedophile has almost lost all meaning, right?
It hasn't lost its meaning, but the bar has been lowered.
I said in the video, breathing the same air as children will make you a pedophile.
Is that a poor comparison to make? Or analogy?
What?
What Tipster just said.
A lot of it's in the bad analogies. That's why I said you can make bad content and videos enjoyable content. Storms are coming. They will hit here. Great! Storms are coming. About to hit my place. That's just great. Just making sure I save the game. Well, I'm ending my end all, y'all. Have a good night.